Hello, and apologies for my slightly sporadic shooting and posting lately on my YouTube channel because I've been really busy with a new project. And it's the new project that I want to talk to you about today and that I want to ask for your help with, please. So, in a nutshell, the project is about creating an online learning platform. And don't worry, it's not like anyone you've ever used before, because I agree they're often rubbish. It's about creating an online learning platform for people who support or work with children. Primarily, we're aiming at it at schools. It will also be suitable for teams of mental health support workers working with children, but we've already had interest from a whole range of other kinds of people as well. So don't assume that it's not for you, because it might sound like I'm talking about schools. Part of this is about working out who are we going to make sure this site is for. Let's rewind a moment and explain what on earth I'm talking about, and then I will explain to you how you can help me, please. So the site, when I say an online learning platform for people who work with children, what I am talking about is basically we're trying to create how we envisaged it originally was the Netflix for teachers. It's not just teachers, it's really anyone who works within a school or anyone who is working with or supporting children. It will grow, it will evolve, it will change. But the concept of the training is that you can go and you can do it anytime, and it's video and it's delivered in tiny little bite-sized modules. So each of our courses answers the question you can. So there's like, you can run effective meetings, you can support a child to break the cycle of school refusal, you can manage attendance, you can do whatever, so that you can something. And then the course is up to an hour maximum, often less, of 2 to 6 minute modules usually, each of which is really practical. So each course is broken down into tiny chunks, and you do a module and then you either go away or you carry on and you do the next one. And loads of people are literally just sitting and working through a whole course and doing 30, 40, 50 minutes of training in one sitting, and then sometimes going on to do another course. Other people are coming and doing a bit and going away. But the idea is it's really watchable. It's based on what I have found works from my YouTube channel. I found that people really do engage with short, simple video content. So it's basically loads of that. And I'm trying to train other people to create that kind of content too, on a whole range of different topics. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because coronavirus, basically. So, slight history lesson. I am a director at Creative Education. Creative Education is my husband's mother's business. She set it up over 30 years ago. When I met my husband, when we were both studying in beautiful Oxford, I was very poor, and my husband's mother tried to help me. She wanted to give me some money to make me less poor. I was poor but a little bit stupid and not very willing to take help. So she found a way to help me, which was to employ me. So I worked remotely for her back in the days when I really only just had my first computer, so we were quite forward thinking on this. I worked remotely for her, secretly, because you're not allowed to have a job when you're studying in Oxford, or you weren't at the time. So I worked remotely for her. I'd be sitting in like the beautiful Bodleian Library and working for Creative Education. So Creative Education provides face-to-face training for teachers. They have done for now like 33 years. And recently my mother-in-law has taken more of a back seat. She's still involved, but my husband and I are essentially running the show. So I'd been involved with the business some time ago. I went off and did my own thing for a long time, and I've recently come back. Then coronavirus happened and nobody really can do face-to-face training right now. We've got a team of staff we need to support and lots of people who need training. So we've had to think about how do we do this a different way, both so that we can meet the needs of everyone who needs to be trained, but also, bluntly, so we can pay our staff's wages. That really matters to me. And also what matters to me is my mother-in-law, who you'll gather from this story is a very good and kind and wonderful person who wanted to help me when she first knew me, and always has done ever since. I'd really like to make sure that this business doesn't fail, seeing as she is entrusting us with shepherding or stewarding or something in it for the next generation. So in a nutshell, that's why we're doing what we're doing. and we're learning really fast, and I hope to make it great. So you've got this on-demand website of courses that you can go and do anytime. Some of you have done them already, and thank you for that. And all the feedback so far has been really helpful and largely really positive, which is fab. But we now need to turn this into something which does do good, and we are always going to provide some free courses, and people will be able to access some free training, and that's really important to me. But it also needs to become self-sustaining. I want to be able to commission lots of different content to meet people's needs. I want to be able to develop the website to have all the different features that someone managing a team would need from an online training tool. And I need your help with that. So it's always going to be a really good cost-effective model. Right at the moment, we're looking at charging an organisation £750 for a whole year for up to 100 people to access all the training anytime. And we're adding all the time to that training. We think it's going to be a really unbeatable offer. And compared to like bringing me in for the day, I mean, it makes really good sense. You'll be able to get hours and hours and hours of me in ad infinitum for less than you would pay to come and have me talk to your staff for an hour. So yeah, it's, I think, good. But we want it to be great. So I need your help to please come along with me on this journey and do a 4-week trial. So I will sign your school or your organisation, your team up for free for 4 weeks, and you don't have to carry on after that. I'm not looking to make money from you. I'm looking to learn from you. I hope, of course, that you would then say, this is great, we want it, it's really good value, we'll pay. That would be a lovely outcome. But for me, the most important thing is that the people in my network who care about what I do, who have a team and can see that this has got some legs, will work with me and with my husband Tom, who's developing the site, to make it great. So if you can come along for the journey, sign up your staff, get yourselves on as an organisation, and then engage with me. So I don't know quite what this will look like yet, but I think I will be doing things like perhaps having a forum on the site. We have the capacity to do that. I might create videos about new content and features to let you know about them, so you can then pass them on to your staff and use them. I'll be asking for your ideas about what content should I be commissioning, and then what format should that take, and do you like it? So I might be asking you to do surveys. I might occasionally say, can I pick the phone up to you? We might do like a Zoom focus group, or you might just be sending me the occasional feedback and letting me know what your staff think. There's all sorts of different ways this might work. I'm open to your ideas on this. It's really early days, but what I have always found is that I have an incredible network of people around me. So many of you are really, really kind and prepared to help, and actually it will work for both of us, because if I can make this as brilliant as I kind of think and hope it might and could be, then I think it will be good for me. It will be good for my currently largely furloughed staff, who I feel huge guilt about, and I really hope we can keep the business going for them. And it will be good for the world, because we will have this online, on-demand training that anyone, anywhere in the world can access anytime. And I've got all sorts of ideas in my head about how in the future this can be amazing, and maybe there might be organisations who might be willing to sponsor memberships so that schools can join for free if they're challenged financially, or they're in parts of the world where they can't access training and funding is limited. There's so many, like a million ideas in my head, and I need to work through them, prioritise them, make it really good, and be continuously learning from you and working on it. My head's a mess right now because I'm so excited about this, and there's so many different things I want to do, and there's not enough hours in the day, and yes. So please excuse the fact this is rambly and not completely directed, but basically, in short, please will you, if you have a team, join up. I'll put a link in the description below to email me and to send me a form with the list of your staff members if they want to sign up. So please sign up for the 4-week free trial, and let me know that you're happy for me to be in touch with you via email, to set up perhaps other ways of talking to you, to find out what you think about the site. And please, if you do come on this journey with me at whatever point we're at, please be honest. So I'm always really happy to hear good feedback. I love it. It's something I thrive on, and it gives me the motivation to do what I do. But I also really, really need to know when things could be better. If something doesn't land with you, or you think it's not good enough, or there should be more of this, or something would be better only if, just tell me this stuff. I'm really thick-skinned and I don't do nuance. You know, if you know me, I'm autistic, and I try really hard to understand the world around me. But basically, yeah, just be honest with me. I can take it, and I probably won't get it if you try and be subtle. That, I think, is all I have to say on the topic. I was going to make like a 2-minute video and I failed, and I'm sorry. But thank you for watching, and I really hope I can look forward to you coming along on the journey with me, to me working closely with you to develop this product and make it something that's great for you. And if nothing else, I hope you really enjoy 4 weeks worth of free training for your whole team. So let's do this. Bye.